The best way to predict the future is to create it. That's why the government of Jamaica, through the NWC and the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation MEGJC, is taking steps to ensure that substantial parts of Western Jamaica will be water resilient to meet not only immediate but long-term demand. This will be done through the Western Resilience Water Project, a revolutionary groundbreaking water investment initiative that will yield life-changing positive benefits for current and future generations. The focus of the project is to boost reliability and consistency in water supply along the Western Parishes Corridor, which is the project area. The geographical location of the project area: it runs from the Roaring River in Westmoreland on the western section to the Bogue Water Treatment Plant in St. Anne in the northeastern area of the island. Vinci Construction Grand Projects is the contractor for the project, and Timothy Delavar is Vinci's country manager.
So, the Western Water Resilience Project is a combination of different types of work that are aimed at improving the water system in the northwestern parishes of Jamaica, that being Trelawny, St. James, Hanover and Westmoreland. It is composed of 3 phases at the moment: 1 pipeline phase, 1 expansion of the water treatment capacity at 2 treatment plants, and a 3rd one adding another treatment plant and another pipeline. All of that to improve production and the transmission and the distribution of potable water for those 4 parishes.
The overall budget for the project is approximately $67.5 billion. The budget for Phase 1 is approximately $28 billion.
The pipeline phase is a 3-year component. We intend to start the detailed designs and site investigations as early as August, and that will go for a duration of 3 to 4 months. We expect the first batch of pipelines, they're manufactured abroad, and so we will bring them in hopefully before the end of the year, and the pipe laying work will start at different locations, starting at the end of this year, going for the next 2.5 years after that.
The Western Resilience Water Project is a strategic investment in the future that takes into account climatological events. State-of-the-art technology is a crucial component of the project.
The project will bring in new ductile iron pipes, which are known for their longevity, their resistance to corrosion, their resistance to earth movement, and their resistance to pressure. These pipelines will be on different diameter, but they will be an upsize of the existing infrastructure. So it will, one, guarantee the longevity of the new infrastructure and the capacity, so we can move more water through these lines.
That makes me ecstatic, and I hope that with the bigger pipes come bigger pumps so that the water pressure can increase as well. Because on days that we do have the water, the pressure may be a little not wonderful because again it's on the hill, but that would be very good so that at the end of the day we can consume the water more regularly and not have to worry to try to get our chores done in time, in terms of scheduling whenever we're going to have water again.
It is key to understand that Jamaica is well equipped with infrastructure, but it suffers from aging infrastructure. So the first point is you have to be able to renew infrastructure before they finish their life expectancy, if you see what I mean. The second is we have a growing population, even more on the northwestern parishes where there's a center of tourism, mass tourism in Jamaica, and therefore the demand is high. And third, we also suffer from climate change, and therefore the rain don't come when we want them to come. There are challenges in terms of quantity of rain and when they fall, so it's important to adapt the infrastructure and have the vision so that we can plan for the years coming rather than trying to catch up from them.
That view of a growing demand is supported by a resident of Trelawny, Ricardo Comrie.
I'm near the commercial area. I'm in the middle. I'm seeing about 7 or 8 apartment complexes going up. Also, on the other side of the road, from about the Trelawny signs to the Falmouth sign, there's a lot of commercial spaces. So it's needed, the infrastructure is needed. A lot of times, a lot of developments happen and I don't think about the right to live, which is water. And most persons say, hey, I'd rather have the water than the light. And so it's needed because, you know, you can do without light for a couple of times, but you don't have to do without the water. So it's a much needed project, I commend the NWC for doing this, and I look forward to getting a wonderful water supply than it was before.
Getting to a point where the project can now be executed involved several but necessary administrative processes. Glester Cunningham, the NWC's Vice President for Enterprise Development and Performance Monitoring, explains.
So there is a unit within what is called the Enterprise Development and Performance Monitoring Division, and that's called the Public-Private Partnerships and Project Finance Unit. In this case, they were responsible for the preparation of the PIAB submission, which allowed us to enter the project in the Public Investment Management System to be financed by the Government of Jamaica. PIAB is a Public Investment Advisory Board. It's being funded by the Government of Jamaica. It's a significant investment, a US $176 million project.
Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, played a pivotal role in the realization of this pioneering water project.
After some significant lobbying on the part of the President and the Executive, the Minister with responsibility for water, Honorable Matthew Samuda, he is a champion for us, to be honest. And he sought the support from his fellow parliamentarians, our cabinet members, to find support for the NWC for this very, very important project. As I said, it's along the north coast, along the tourism belt, very, very important economically. It supports about 188,000 local residents. Well over 1 million tourists visit that part of the island on an annual basis. It's a significant investment for us.
And now everyone, including today's generation, is looking forward to the benefits to flow. Meet Jeremiah Clark Medina, an aspiring future medical doctor.
I think it's a very big thing, and I've been talking to my friends recently that farmer needs a lot of help, actually. So I think it's very important. 5 years from now, I see myself finishing NCU and hopefully getting into medical school. Becoming a professional, you don't have to have that worry that water is a problem. So you can focus on the other important stuff, you know?
It's a view shared by another young person who hails from St. James.
That's actually good. You know, in the area that I live in, St. James, in the country area, it's not really running water. It's there in my community and I have access to it. However, because a lot of people are on the line and the pressure is not so good, it's kind of say one person is using it and then another person doesn't have water and then the person stops using it and so it's kind of like a thing. And then some areas of the community have full access to the water and other areas do not.
As part of the project, there'll be the construction of the new Rio Bueno water treatment plant and the installation of a transmission main to benefit sections of St. Anne, including Runaway Bay and Ocho Rios. That development is being uploaded.
For a growth. So if you guys really want to come in here, do it fast, because I want this thing to continue. I don't want to have any problem with water supply. Especially for my business, I don't want to have water turn off on the people. We can't have to use the bathroom and stuff like that. So I really wish you guys get it together and get it together good.
That would be great, because there's so many areas in Runaway Bay that still don't have water, and water is at a central location and then persons have to go to that location to get water. So that would be an excellent idea.
The Western Resilience Water Improvement Project. It's about people-centered development. It's about quality service delivery. It's about improving lives.
By improving the water supply in the community, it will be very much appreciated. So because I'm paying up to about $10,000 like monthly for water supply in my community.
The NWC, through its parent ministry, the MEGJC, serving Jamaica in so many ways.